In today's video, I'm going to explain how to find out the inverse Z transforms using partial fractions for the function ktz by z minus 1 plus kt into z minus 1. So let's get started to find out the solution. So for finding the solution, first of all, we have to consider this as capital F of z is equal to, this is ktz by, this is z minus 1 plus kt into this value is z minus 1. So I am bringing this z to other side. So this will become f of z by z is equal to kt by, so this is z minus 1 plus kt into next one is z minus 1. Now I'll resolve into partial fractions. So f of z by z is equal to, so this can be written as a by z minus 1 plus kt plus, so this value is b by z minus 1. And now see, and I'll be finding the values of a and b using partial fractions. For that, see, first of all, according to the partial fractions, kt by, this is z minus 1 plus kt into this value is z minus 1. Here also this is z minus 1 plus kt into this is z minus 1. So using partial fractions, this is a times of z minus 1 plus this value is b times of this is z minus 1 plus kt. Now if I cancel the denominators, then what remains, the equation kt is equal to a times of this is z minus 1 plus b times of this is z minus, so this will be 1 minus, the value here is minus kt. Clear? This is minus 1 minus of minus plus kt. Now, in order to get the value of k, I have to make b 0. So, for that, my substitution will be, see here, put z is equal to 1 minus kt here in b. So, see here, this is kt is equal to a times of, here in place of z, if I keep 1 minus kt and here it is minus 1. And see, kt is equal to a times of minus kt. If I cancel this for minus 1 times, so here a value I got as minus 1. Clear? And in order to get the b value, I have to make a 0. So now I'll keep z is equal to 1. Put z is equal to 1 for getting b value. So this will be kt is equal to a value z minus 1 minus 1, this is 0, and this is b times of, in place of z if I keep 1, and this is minus 1 plus kt, and see, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, and therefore kt is equal to, see here, this kt is equal to b times of kt. So if I cancel kt for one time, so our b value is equal to 1. So I got the value of a as, see here, I got the value of a as minus 1 and b as 1. See here, a as minus 1 and b as plus 1. So now if I substitute the values of a as well as b in equation 1, so where is equation 1 here? Equation 1 is here. So f of z by z is equal to, f of z by z is equal to, our a value is minus 1. So this is minus 1 by z minus of 1 minus kt. Clear? And b value is 1 by z minus 1. After substituting, I'll apply inverse z transform on both sides. And before that, I'll send this z to other side. So f of z is equal to, see here, this is minus z by z minus of 1 minus kt. Clear? Plus this is z times of, this is z minus 1. This is z minus 1. And therefore, if I apply, see here, this is f of z is equal to, firstly I am writing z by, this is z minus 1 minus z by, this is z minus of 1 minus kt. Clear? So now if I apply z inverse on both sides, see here, z inverse of f of z is equal to z inverse of this function. Now see, for each and every term I'll apply Z inverse of Z by Z minus 1 minus Z inverse of, this is Z by Z minus of 1 minus this value is kt. So according to our special functions of Z transforms, we have a formula that is Z inverse of Z by Z minus A can be written as A power n. And now if I apply this one, so in place of A we have, 1, and here in place of A we have 1 minus kt, and therefore so this value can be written as 1 power n, and this value can be written as 1 minus kt power n, and therefore our inverse jet transform of the function ktz, our function ktz by z minus 1 plus kt into this value is z minus 1 is equal to 1 power n minus 1 minus kt power n. So this is how we have to solve using partial fractions. If you feel it easy, please pass it on to your friends, subscribe to this channel, and please don't miss to watch my upcoming videos, and definitely it will be very helpful if you go through the playlist once. Thank you so much.